Hey guys, Cell here. Welcome back to some more Fate's Grand Order, where apparently we have a lot more to go through. But we have formation restricted, so we might actually be facing whoever the Saber is and beating him in this part. So let's go. I already have the team set up. Ibaraki, Wava, Squirtoria, Chloe, and Pentasilia. I'm hoping to go for a nuke, and I completely forgot one other thing. Even though I thought of it while I was putting the team together. Where are you? There we go. Our combat uniform. There we go. Now we can go. So far, so good though, although I'm surprised this floor doesn't look too different from the lower ones. I mean, one was at the top, right? That's right. This is the 4th floor, so the only one left is the 5th and the final floor. Since we haven't seen any sign of the sorcerer so far, it is safe to assume he is waiting up above. Stairs, huh? I guess that goes for keeps too. Something about these stairs bothering you? I was just wondering how long it had been since I climbed a flight of stairs, and what world it might have been. But I guess that doesn't matter now. Not when there's another evil aura close by. How about you, Cell? Are you alright? Just a little trouble breathing. I'm fine, this is nothing. I'm glad to see your special resistance still works here in Shimosa Master. Make sure you catch your breath. We don't want to find ourselves stuck between high and low ground. Stairs are best traversed in one fell swoop. Tell us when you're good to go and we'll hurry on to the next floor. For self-proclaimed old man, your legs sure in good shape. On top of that, you're not even breathing hard. That's because I trained myself properly. I don't know about the other smiths, but I always forge while holding my breath. Really toughens up the lungs. That's so. Sounds a lot like swinging a sword. Oh, not that I know all there is to know about every other style of swordsmanship, of course. Kotaro. I didn't know Donza was your mother. Oh please, don't worry about me. I was just thinking about the enemies we're facing. The last heroic spirit sword master is the Saber of Imperio. Should we assume he's waiting for us here too? I would. I can't imagine these people would be anywhere else. Otherwise we wouldn't have run into that caster. He was a true monster, the type to bide his time and enjoy watching his prey struggle until the last moment. And he still came at us with a bunch of small fries in tow, so I'm thinking this is the safest place here. I'd agree with that, still. There's nothing you can do now that he's dead. So I say we forget all about him and move on to this keeps final. Behind you! Musashi! He raised his presence so completely. I had no idea he was right behind me. How can he still be alive? It's just a matter of luck now. I need to turn around and draw my sword and cut him down in a single slash. All in one motion. What? What's the meaning of? Revolting. I can barely stand to look at you. This pretty facade you wrap yourself in is nothing more than an illusion to hide your true ugly nature. Begone, filth. You slew one of your own comrades. Comrade. I have no need for such outside interference. I never once considered that thing a comrade. At any rate, you certainly took your time getting here. For a while, I was not sure you would even get here before the world ended, Mishima Musashi. How did some god to hell put it again? A soul who is truly gifted at cutting human bodies apart is the most cold and efficient way possible. I presume you were the one she most had in mind, Saber of Imperio. Huh, what an amusing description. Indeed, I do excel at cutting apart human bodies in an efficient way. The path I walk leads not towards the Buddha. I am but a single blade that can be swung effortlessly. In other words, my sole purpose is killing. Here he is, I figured it. My name is Yagu Tajima no Kami. Moon and Nori, I am the final heroic spirit sword master. Imperial, the one who looks down from the highest point of all the heavens. Yeah. There was something messed up about you the moment we first ran into you. You're supposed to protect Shimosa. Is this some sort of sick joke? I'm not surprised. I have no trouble believing you'd be capable of something like this, old man Tajima. There's only one thing I don't get. Every seventh has a distinct aura to them. How did you hide yours? Simple. I am human through and through. Though I may have been given the title of Heroic Spirit Sword Master, and lead armies of monstrous creatures, I'm the same person I always was, still the same Yagu Tajima. That explains it. A human wouldn't have a spirit origin that could go berserk. But how is that possible? Not even servants can withstand transformation that comes from having the curse's karma implanted in them. There should be no way you could still be human unless you've already come back to life. I have not. I'm not a spirit to return from the dead. I am me. I have the same body, the same life as I have always had. I have merely ventured off the righteous path. For that matter, collecting karma is trivial. I've gathered all 108 Buddhist defilements. And here I thought you might be worthy of respect after you cut down that limbo guy. Turns out you know better. You can try to hide it with your talisman to spells, but you still stink of blood and guts. Yes, that is what happens when one spends time around monsters, although you are the first to notice. Indeed, the irony that I was praised for protecting the people of Shimosa when my true goal was exactly the opposite is not lost on me. Nevertheless, the charade did wear. I am no actor. Leading the procession of samurai to Tokyo Castle was an especially difficult challenge. It seems I now have no choice but to create my mountain of bodies and river of blood here. It was all I could do to suppress my urge to draw my blade, but in the end, you made your way here none the wiser. Isn't that right, Shinra Musashi? Let me start by offering you my thanks. And not for humiliating myself by pretending to be an actor at my age. No, my thanks are entirely for you, Musashi. You helped me see who I really am. 6 months ago, our paths crossed by chance, followed by our blades. It was the briefest of moments, but in that short span, every bit of artifice I had built up was stripped away. In a flash, my loyalty to Lord Iemitsu, the life I had devoted to my family's Shinkageryu, all of it was gone. In other words, the man I once was had vanished, and all that remained was a single monstrous swordsman. I did this. Then if I hadn't taunted you into drawing your sword back then, you wouldn't have ended up this way. Am I the one who pushed you into going mad? I've done nothing of the sort. I was merely stripped of one layer of artifice. I could not be more grateful. That is why I just showed you my own blade in return. You helped me see that my father passed on our outdated Shinkageryu to me precisely because I had never enjoyed studying the sword. This is why I was able to push it to evolve into the Yagu Shinkageryu. I was content with that. I believe that, in the end, the way of the sword is the way of killing, no matter how you dress it up. That there was no special meaning to be found in it, and thus no value to be sought in life. But I was wrong. It was only at this age, after dueling you, that I realized the truth. The mystique of the duel, the feeling of life and death intertwining in a single moment, the time when your mind and your opponent's mind occupy the same space. And I realized that the way of the sword is actually quite fun. All of it existed to fight you, Musashi. A sorcerer appeared in darkness and told me a woman calling herself Musashi would arrive in this world again. In which case, I had no choice but to face you once more. Once again, I've been waiting for you, Shinra Musashi. I may have been regarded as the strongest swordsman in Edo, but only in a time of peace. In the end, such a title is utterly meaningless. As Edo Yagu, my Otomeryu can only be passed down to the ruling class. I did not pay much mind to my life before. But now, Musashi, I'm extremely interested in what comes next. I was born again as a demon, to answer a single question: which of our swords is stronger? That's why you let all those other people die? It is. Right, in the end, that's all it comes down to. And yet, I think out of everyone here, I'm the only one who can't blame old man Tajima for this, no matter how awful the things he's done may be. Lady Musashi. Of course I'm angry about it. I don't intend on showing him any mercy. That kind of evil wouldn't have flown out even in age of war. I hate what he's done too, leading monsters to slaughter innocent people, trampling on others' pride and beliefs, like with Lord Ancient. And all to satisfy his own selfish desire. There's no excuse for that. But even so, I can't bring myself to hate him. To blame him, not hate. After all, I'm a swordsman too. I've also pushed myself to the very limit. I too want to fight strong opponents and push myself further by dueling them, to someday reach a peak I can't achieve on my own. Even if I never attain ultimate mastery, I at least want to go out triumphant over the foes that are right in front of me. Musashi. I'm sorry, Cell. I know how messed up that is, and it doesn't mean I'll let Tajima get away. But I can't help but understand how he feels. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. You must be pretty disappointed with me now, huh? I'd never be disappointed in you. I'm okay. I'm just surprised is all. I'd never be disappointed. Thanks, Cell. Indeed, I could not have understood before my rebirth, but now I understand very well. You are exactly right. That is why I broke the taboo and drew my blade. No matter how I may try to remain calm and unattached, my body cries out to battle you, right here and now. I must say, I could not believe what I saw at first. What do you mean? I never thought she would face me with only one eye. It reminds me of Mitsuyoshi more than anything. Yagyu Jubei Shichiro. Okay, I can totally see this. Yagyu Jubei Shichiro Mitsuyoshi. I think I said that right. Yagyu Jubei Shichiro Mitsuyoshi. I guess I can see that. I guess I said that. Anyway, I'm sorry to bring this all on you all of a sudden, but what do you guys go on without me? I have to face this old man right here and now. Even if the world is ending and there's no end of people crying, suffering, and dying, the duel to the death still comes first for me. When you're living your life swinging a big knife and cutting down other people, your pride comes before anything else. So go on. We ain't leaving you. Go! We're leaving Kotaro. I'm afraid I don't understand how you feel, Lady Musashi, but I wish you luck. You too, Cell, go on. I can't leave you behind. Huh? You can't leave me behind? And here I thought I'd proven a little more trustworthy by now. No, you're right, he's strong, exceptionally strong. Yagyu Tajima no Kami's swordsmanship has reached the godlike level. He's seen things I don't even understand. I almost certainly can't beat him on my own, especially since I've only just gotten used to fighting with one eye. If I tried, I'd be dead in an instant. I really can't put anything past you, can I, Cell? Nope. I've got your back. I'm sorry I can't handle him on my own, but I'm glad you're here with me. Come, Musashi. You bet. Let's see if your fabled Yagyu Shinkageryu can stand up to my cross blades. That's it. We shall never get the chance to do battle again. How fortunate that fate has brought us together. You especially won't get to battle in Chaldea because I ain't summoning for you. Unless you somehow, for whatever reason, come to my Chaldea, even though I really don't want you to. Come forth, my blood-soaked frontier. This mountain of bodies and river of blood shall serve as a stage for our battle, and consume the loser's soul upon their defeat. Saber of Imperio is the cursed name of my blade. The true name of my soul, Yagyu Tajima no Kami Munenori. Show me your sword, Shime Musashi. Our final battle is upon us. Let's do this. This is the 7th duel. Oh boy. Can my Musashi get an eye patch?
一切両断柳生田島の神宗則いざ尋常に勝負
I really would love to see my own Musashi with an eye patch. That'd be fantastic. Alright. Gotta boost. Gotta do it. I should have waited till I swapped. Whatever. I guess it just means Penthesilea isn't gonna live unless he actually doesn't get hit. For that. Damage up. Alright, my beloved Ibaraki Doji. Take out this fool's first break bar. Shimon. I love one shot, one kill break bars. Oh damn. Damn it! Yeah, you would put a bait up, damn it. Don't you attack my freaking Ibaraki. Wait, what the hell happened? His attacks can get rid of buffs? What? Nani? Nani? Bakemono! Come on, please! Damn it. Oh, Ibaraki, no! Ibaraki, no! How dare you! And I don't even have a way to get... No, God, what the hell is this Noble Phantasm? This ain't good, this ain't good, this is totally freaking not good. I guess I can't do what I wanted to do. Just for whatever reason, Berserker didn't do much? Damn! What the bloody hell? What? Anyone want to tell me what the hell just happened here? Anyone at all? What in the bloody hell is going on? He really is a monster. Cause there goes Waver. What? How does one fight the Saber of Imperio? Cause, yeah, about that. Chloe's about to be taken out. Musashi is the last one here. I don't even dare use command spells. That was an instant loss. My God. Shobu, let's try this again. Attack. Swap. Now instead of Penthesilea, I have Merlin. Do this. Increase everyone's defense. Yeah. Attack increase. Damage up. You can't do anything for turn around 1. Great, good for Shimon. Let's try this again, shall we?
お望みのままに
Now, she has more buffs. She has more buffs. I believe. I don't know if Merlin does more than Penthesilea's. I guess so.
どうか
Shobu. I forgot to do that again, damn it. Alright, to do this, and then this.
どうか
57% Noble Phantasm, alright. What the hell? Why did he get a crit? Why did he have to get a crit, you son of a... God dang it. Well, that happened.
遠慮はしませんとも
Go, Squirtoria! Either way, someone's dying, so it doesn't really matter right now.
行くぞ
遠慮はしませんとも
無駄だ
えい
Bye, Merlin.
こうしてほしいんでしょう
Evade.
ホールドアッ
Defense up.
プ無駄打ちはしません
Attack up. Excalibur. Vivian.
行きますよしたいのスイミングの時間です勝利のペースカリバーこっちよ
マイク、我が心は不動。しかして自由にある
Oh, you went after Chloe, who had evade on. Thank you.
全然一如
One.
行くぞ。行くぞ。
I hate the fact that his attacks get rid of every single freaking buff. It's so bloody annoying. What the
いい
hell?
わロックそうしたいいわ
It's not cool at all, man. It's not cool at all.
行くわよバイバイ
こういうのどうだこういうのどう
そんなに見たいのこうしてほしいんでしょう
だこういうのどうだ
Alright. Triple Queen
とっ
Wings.
ておき遠慮はしません見せてあげるわ
Yeah, do that.
山を抜き水なお落ちることなきその両翼策略三連えい
いかように来た。マイク、我が心は不動。しかして自由
Of course you would go after Chloe again. Of course you would.
現実
Chloe, no!
一如
魔力
It's so annoying the fact that he's a freaking saber and yet he can do so much damage against a freaking archer. So irritating, man. Don't you know nobody likes you? Extra Caliber, Vivian.
行きますよマスター
行くぞ
遠慮はしませんともスイミング華麗あまりにも華麗飛ばすやとキレエクスカリバービビアン
罠だ
えいお
行くぞ
Alright, on returning formation.
全ては僕の思うまま
楽し遠慮はしませんとも
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地
Good, there goes the second break bar. Lose your buffs, man!
ここまでか
Weaver, no!
Hold up!
Play invincible to yourself.
よーし、そこ狙うからね。遠慮は楽しみ、遠慮はしませんとも。えい、おー。X、シュー。ホールドアップ。
Extra Caliber, Vivian!
楽し遠慮はしませんとも。
I didn't pay attention to what the hell his buff said.
スイミングの
So
力
even though we're this far, I don't think...
勝利のペースカリバー狙い撃ちです X シュー遠慮はしません
Good God,
ロッ
man.
ク楽し遠慮はしません
This
とも
is so annoying.
えいおー X シュー
Musashi, no! This hurts. I can't use the command spell to stun him. And Squatoya can't survive this by herself. If I had my stun, we'd win. But I don't. So we won't.
無駄打ちはしません遠慮はしませんロックを楽しみですフリーズ X シュー
マイク、我が心は不動。しかして自由にある。剣術の健全
知ってますか
行くぞ。
次は
Wow, she survived! She freaking survived! Are you serious? Screw this. We were that close. I'm not using my command spell. Screw you, Saber of Imperial. I'm not giving you what the hell you freaking want. God damn it, we were so close. Great to Shimon. This time instead of Merlin, I bought freaking Ishtar. Because she's a freaking archer. Let's see if this helps.
回となったラスト問題
Yeah. I know that she didn't do half as much as she usually would have. Screw you and your hammer fade. And also, stunning didn't work. It didn't. He freaking evaded it. Or it just didn't. Or whatever the hell it's called. It did not work.
そう
That annoys the hell out of me.
罠だ
どうかしら。高くついたわね。高くついたわね。しかり。
Nothing else I can do? Nope. So someone's gonna be dying.
いいじゃない。ぜい。どうかしら。
And there goes Ishtar's buffs. Damn it. Attack Ishtar! You don't have the guts, prick. Of course you would attack a buffer. Of course you would. Damn it, Waver! I blame you for this. Oh, now you attack Ishtar. Now you attack her, prick. Unkante
い
Kigashi.
いわ。狙いは決まった。飛ぶわよ、マンダ。ゲートオープン。光栄に思いなさい。これが私の全力全霊。打ち砕け、オーガルナキガルス。そこ動かない。とっておき。くっつけた。
Ibaraki, no!
ホールドアップ。ホールドアップ。
Defensive positions. Bop, bop, bop.
いいじゃない。どうかしら。フリー。 こうしてほしいでしょう。
Damage up.
華麗に大胆に。
Okay.
狙いは決まった。
That
楽しい
is
な
that.。
どうかしら。えい。行くわよ。
Of course you would. Of course you would. Excalibur Vivian.
ビッグウェーブイングランド。いいわ。スイミング。華麗。
That
あ
work
まりにも
either.
華麗。小柱とキレ。エクスカリバー。ビビアン。そこ動かない。行くわよ。
お前我が心は不動しかして自由にやる
Of course you would go after Ishtar. Of course you would.
健全に一遊
This is so retarded. He's a freaking saber. He shouldn't do that much to a damn archer.
こうしてほしいんでしょう。こうしてほしいんでしょ
Temple Queen
う。と
Wings.
っておき見せてあげるわ。待ってました。とっておきいいわ。なんの山を抜き水をなお落ちることなきその両翼確約3連。
Chloe! Look at that damage! Alright! Okay. Chloe!
いいわそうし
Go
たい
all
の
out! Don't stay,
こ
no!
っちよバイバイホールドアップ無駄打ち
Damage
はしません
increase! Sashi, give yourself
狙う
invincible!
からね遠慮はノックを遠慮はしませんともフリー
Yeah, look at them sexy crits! You're down to your last health bar again, fool! Defense is up. Oh, someone's going down, that's for
楽し
sure.
みですそうしたいのえいこっちよ
Musashi! Damn it, it's Chloe! No!
冗談でしょ
Why? Stop going after my little Chloe! Man, I hate your guts. You're a freaking prick, man. You realize that? You're a freaking prick. Excalibur
ビッグウェ
Vivian.
ーブイングラロック楽しみですスイミングの時間です勝利の剣エクスカリバーフリーズエクスシュー
X-Who! Shoot!
遠慮楽しみですなんのえい
Hey, you want to give yourself evasion, wouldn't you?
ロックを楽しみです待ってましたえい無駄打ちはしません
Please, please! Yes! Yes! I stunned him! Excalibur
ビッグロッ
Vivian!
クを楽しみです
Please, for the love of God! You have damage up, Latoya! You have damage up!
Swimming
Kill
in
this
Japan.
prick right now!
勝利の剣エクスカリバーフリーズ
Yes! Come on, please! You know what? You know what?
よーしそこ狙うからね
Musashi! Kill this prick right now! Double a hit! Busters!
待ってました楽しみ
With
です
Toya on the last one.
なんの
Yes! Victory is ours! 16 turns. Musashi's the one who defeated you. I did not use a single freaking command spell. Screw you! I did not think this would work. I thought I was screwed when we lost Waver because we lost the buffs. Nope. Victory is ours. Die shorty. Screw you, man. It was useless. Any attempt in trying to reach your next move was completely futile. The essence of my Nintendo Chiryu lies in adapting to hundreds, thousands of possibilities. But if my opponent stays one step ahead of all of them, there's nothing it can do. To defeat Yasuigetsu, I had to enter the realm of the gods myself. I had to find the one right answer that lay beyond every possibility. In other words, I had to slash through the unbreakable heavens themselves. I call it Kengo Bato Ishana Daitensho, aka your noble phantasm. I am indebted to you, Tajima no Kami. Thanks to you, I awakened my ultimate technique. Is this you showing mercy to your opponent? Regretfully, it seems my skill was insufficient to reach you. Not at all, I couldn't have beaten you alone. Your swordsmanship was divine in the true sense of the word. Yeah, it was really freaking annoying. I doubt you'll end up going to paradise, but just in case you do, give Lord Ancient my regards. Very well. I feel much better. Curse Mitsuyoshi. This is how you felt whenever you swung your sword. No wonder you improved at such an incredible rate. How infuriating. You may not wish to hear this from me, but I'm afraid I shall say it anyway. Shima Musashi, Master of Chaldea. This was the most enjoyable duel I have ever experienced. I win, Saber of Imperio. Hell yeah, we do. Hey, and it was actually legitimate. Musashi was the one who finished him off. Awakening. Miyamoto Musashi has seen the truth and reached enlightenment. Miyamoto Musashi's Noble Phantasm animation has partially changed. Its effects have not changed. Oh, wait. Her Noble Phantasm actually has changed? Are you talking about the Shimosa's Musashi or my Musashi or both? Because if my Musashi's Noble Phantasm changed after this, that's freaking cool. If not, that's kinda sucks, but I mean, it's possible. And who knows, maybe my Musashi can get an eye patch. I kinda want one for her now. Oh good lord. Oh my god, no, not an adventure, no. You've gotta be kidding me, right? Why the bloody hell do I have to go up against an Avenger? Why? What beats an Avenger again? Oh my god. What was it? Was BB stronger than Avengers? Class affinity. Moon Cancer is stronger than Avengers, and Avengers are weak against Moon Cancers. Yep, BB! But she's an arts-based user, so wouldn't it make more sense to increase, let's say, arts damage? But I don't have anyone that can buff arts. I mean, as far as I know, I don't have anyone that can buff arts. Like, purely buffing arts, and that's actually leveled up. Let's try it. This probably isn't gonna go well. The time is at hand. In a few minutes, Toki Castle will become a Castle of Edo, a manifestation of the impure land, ready to curse all that Tokugawa hold dear. Even the Master of Chaldea that Lord Satan was so afraid of has turned out to be no threat at all. Now then, are you ready to die, Kiyohime? Who are you people? What a great view. If the weather was nicer, I bet I could see all the way to Mount Fuji from here. Lord Muramasa, the princess is safe. Are you two with Lady Musashi and Lady Cell? Yes, we are. Everything will be okay now, princess. Why are you here, cretins? You mean you can't figure it out? We're here to take down the mastermind behind this whole mess. By the way, we've never met before, have we? Of course not. What's your name, Mastermind? I'd like to know who I'm going to kill before I get to killing them. I believe this man's name is Amakusa Shiro Tokisara. Huh. Oh, so you know my face, Fuma Kotaro. Then you must have seen Amakusa Shiro's heroic spirit in the correct history. No, on second thought, there's no sense asking. If my heroic spirit would stand with humanity, he and I are nothing alike. To think that he would meekly side into his spot with the To think that he would meekly settle into his spot in the throne of heroes instead of burning with fury after undergoing the hell that was Shimabara. What a joke. I either said that wrong, that was spelled very incorrectly. Side? I don't know. If you think that's funny, laugh all you like. You're far from the only heroic spirit who burns with fury. Surely you know that from the heroic spirit sword masters you led, but then I guess you could never understand. Now I see. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? I finally figured out why I was summoned to this version of Shimosa. It's all your fault, Amakusa. You got so much baggage that you ended up becoming a world crosser, a mobile singularity, or whatever they called it. Now you pose a threat to the entire world, so either the world itself or the counterforce, or... Now this is such a pain. I still don't really get it myself. For one thing, I thought the counterforce or heroic spirits chosen as a guardian or whatever wasn't supposed to have a personality unlike a servant. I don't know much about alternate timelines or parallel worlds, so I'll leave that stuff for later. Amakusa, I'm here to cut you down. So at last you realize your role to play, Shinji Muramasa. Hahaha. Indeed, the counterforce does reach this far, even though this world is not a singularity. That is why you are the one who the world chose to summon here. If you'd remained at your hermitage, wasting your life in peace, I would have left you alone until this world ended. What a fool you are to come this far just to throw your life away. My body has long since surpassed the limits of humanity. It is now the equal of the heroic spirit sword masters. If you think that pathetic little knife you got there can cut me down, Muramasa, you are sorely mistaken. I already knew you were no longer human, but I don't care whether you're alive or undead. The only thing you've got inside you now is suffering and anger. You're just a vengeful ghost in human form. You threaten the whole world just by being here. Give that caster a good run for his money. Onori and Tatsuki are going to grow up in this world. It's not yours to play around with. Oh, but I will play with it. And I will destroy every Tokugawa in every world in existence. The chronicle theoretical phenomenon proper humanity. The correct human history, once I have destroyed this world, I will swallow them up in the rest of your worlds too. Saturn calls to me, he guides me. No more talk. It is no use. Looks that way. It is no use, none whatsoever. Now what's going on here? I'm disappointed in you, Shinji Muramasa. Since the counterforce summoned you, I would have thought you had the means to defeat me. But it seems I overestimated you. Wonderful. Now I truly have nothing to fear. You two second-rate heroic spirits are all that stand in my way. Be honored, for I shall bury you my... What? Ain't the only ones here. I believe he meant two first-rate heroic spirits, one first-class master, and one certified swordsman. So you're the sorcerer I've heard so much about. It's about time we met face to face. Cell is on the scene. Sorry to have kept you guys waiting, guys. I see, so Imperial has fallen. That fool, he would never have lost if he had truly embraced Lucifer. The great Saturn himself and devoted himself fully to serving him. I suppose there's only so far a man of Edo can go. In the end, he was nothing more than a Philistine not even fit to join the rest of the rabble. Philistine? You think a man with swordsmanship like his was a Philistine? So that's how you really feel, huh? I guess a snake who crawls in the gutters can never understand how it feels for a bird to soar. Even though he chose to side with stagnation, he never let it sully him, or lost what was truly precious. Even though he chose to become an evil Oni, his pride for his swordsmanship never wavered. Calling him a heroic spirit sword master says far more about you than it does about him. He was a true master of the sword. He achieved a level that even surpassed my father. So shut your mouth, you damned ghost. You can't even hope to understand how great Lord Lyagu was. If you truly hated this world, you would just be killing people instead of transforming them into monsters. That's not an act of anger, it's envy. You have no right to speak of things like that anywhere, let alone in a keep built for governing people. Huh, you certainly do yap a lot for someone who disgraced himself at Shimabara. But then, I suppose that was a different Musashi. Shime Musashi, I see you are every bit the swordsman I heard you were. Most who dedicate themselves to the sword are fools who cast aside everything else to master it, but not you. No ordinary stick-waving swordsman could speak of heaven and earth. Only one who has achieved everything can speak a single ultimate truth. You have learned much over your quest to master every martial art and deadly sword stroke. Huh, you may be my enemy, but I commend you nonetheless. How truly admirable.
Why are you smiling about that? Don't tell me you actually pity me.
I do. You could never have faced me if you were aware of what you have done. You called me a ghost, Musashi. I could say exactly the same of you. I have indeed crossed between many worlds, seeking my revenge and lost my humanity even as I remained human. But the same is true of you. I do not know why you began traveling across worlds, nor do I care. The fact remains that you have lost your humanity as well. You are nothing more than a monster who no longer has the right to call herself human. Surely even you must have realized that no one truly has need of you. Of course not. You are merely a drifter and an unwanted outsider in every world you visit. I can see from your expression that you hope to return to your own world someday, but that will never happen. But not because you lost sight of your way home, Musashi. Ordinarily, those like us who fall into another world are sent back to our own through each world's innate restorative power. But in your case, you simply fell into yet another world. That can only mean one thing. You did not lose sight of the way home. Your world as you knew it is gone. You have no home there. No one who remembers you. Your very existence has been erased. That is your true identity, Shime Musashi. Like me, you are a ghost reviled by the world. He doesn't know what he's talking about, Musashi. Musashi.
I see, well that's okay. I had a feeling that was the case. Now that you mention it, I guess you and I are like two peas in a pod. You're right, it is strange. You can't travel across worlds and still call yourself human.
What are you saying, Lady Musashi? That's not true, that's not true at all. You're the one who said all that matters is who you choose to be. That's still true, whether you or not, you have a home to return to.
You bet it is, that's why this isn't bothering me. Doesn't matter one damn bit to me.
Doesn't matter, you say?
Nope, you may have gone around crossing worlds out of hate, but I do it out of desire to be free. I do still look for a way back home, but it's not that important. I can stop whenever I want. Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said it didn't really hurt to hear my way back home is gone, but that doesn't matter now. Even if the world does see us the same way, that doesn't mean I'm about to let you get away with this. Sorry to go on for so long, Lord Muramasa, Cell. But don't worry about me, I'm always in good spirits, so let's just focus on giving this guy what's coming to him. All the world crossing you've done, and the best you can do is an act of evil built upon your grudge and resentment. There's not a trace of honor in that. This is going to be a last grand battle. I will cut you down and stop you. Lord Kotaro, Lord Muramasa, and... Cell, my trusted partner from a far-off world. This is the last Swordsmaster duel we'll have to fight. Would you do the honors?
Let's this final Swordmaster duel begin. I can see into the future. Grand battle. Well. Increase damage. Oh no! Ibaraki gets busters right out the bat. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm invincible. Stun and prick. We don't need him to attack at all.
Shimon.
I'll just take out his first break bar right out the gate. We don't need him doing anything. Defense down, prick. What are you gonna do? Aw, poor baby. Lost your first break bar already, huh? Woo! Did he just buff us? What? I think he legitimately just buffed us after he lost his break bar. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Hey, look at that. We don't lose any buffs, you guys. We don't lose any buffs. That makes me so happy to not lose any freaking buffs. Move debuffs and HP, heals HP, debuff immunity, alright. I haven't played with BB in a while. Sakura Beam! Damn, BB, look at you go, girl! Look at all that damage! Oh, look at that, he's scared. He's scared of BB. I can't get rid of that debuff, but whatever. Ah, but she had a 100% chance to crit. No! Increase arts. Increase analyze crit star drop rate. Yeah, I know.
よし、よし。
Let's go with Waver and his Noble Phantasm.
罠だ。罠だ。罠だ。簡単すぎるんだよ。
Alright, remove Tiba, heal. I'll save the heal just in case. Alright, on returning
す
formation.
べては僕の思うままってね。
On returning
す
formation.
べては僕の思うまま。
See, see, see. Might as well. That'll get rid of his one charge. Give him defense down. And then BB can come in with the defense down increased damage to potentially take out this big boy right now. BB Chanaru! Yes, look at her ridiculous damage against Avengers, man. Look at her ridiculous damage, I love it. You're supposed to keep calm and composed, huh? Ibaraki, no! You survived valiantly. I'll give you some candy later. Do we need damage increase right now? No. It's 5 cool, then why not? This, and then this.
無駄だ。罠だ。
I love BB, oh my god, she's freaking fantastic. Now Amakusa Shiro and his
他にやることないの？
Noble Phantasm.
だな。他にやることないの？
BB, heal yourself. Do this.
中だな。他にやることないの？
Jalta, do this so you can live. Do this for BB. Arts up. Apply nullify buff to a single enemy. So none of his buffs will work. Okay. BB Chanaru! And he saw defense down, so this should do a lot. Oh, hell yeah. She killed him! Oh my god!
戦う前に勝つくらいの前だな。
I think I might... I think BB might actually be worthy of grailing. Oh my good god. Holy crap. I mean, I knew she did a lot of damage, and she could survive well, but damn!
That's a whole nother level of crazy. That may not be the final fight, though. Ugh, you foolish little girl. Can you not see that this is meaningless? Very well, no more games. Ordinarily, I would not use this spell in the likes of you, but you have pushed my patience to its limits. You said my plan is an act of envy, or of resentment. Let me show you firsthand what sort of hell gave birth to that resentment. Lord Muramasa, Lady Musashi, Lady Cell, get back. Too slow by half, you scoundrels. Far too slow for a would-be guardian or an assassin. Now you shall experience my anguish for yourselves. Reality Marble, the hell of Shimabara. Well, time to go witness the hell. What is this place? Even though he literally just said it. What is this? It's so dim I can barely see anything. Everywhere I look, it's nothing but haze and fire. This must be a reality marble, an enclosed space the sorcerer created himself. I can't see any of you, but I can sense your presence. Please stay where you are. This air is highly poisonous. If you aren't careful, a mere breath could burn your lungs to ash.
Damn it, there's nothing here for me to cut. Lady Kanon's protection won't tell me here. This world is completely closed off, or rather, this is that sorcerer's original world. I may have lost mine, but he must have engraved his world in his soul this whole time.
So that's why we're seeing a picture scroll of the hell that was Shimabara. I thought this looked familiar. So this was your own hell on Earth, Shimabara. Indeed. I trust you can hear me, Senshi Muramasa. This domain is the very heart of my fury. It does not suffer any living person to survive. What's more, my reality marble has no exit. It is not but wave upon wave of hellish suffering and resentment. Now dash yourselves upon its shores like so much foam. Apologize to those of us who suffered here before you break upon its waves. Rejoice and hear the gospel that has appeared before my eyes. Onrito Castle is now fully powered and ready to receive its sacrifice. I can see the sky melting. It is greater than I could ever have imagined. Beautiful, so this is the end of the world. The gift Lord Satan has bestowed upon me. I have waited so long for this moment. At last, my endless wandering has been rewarded. It is a miracle that the scenery has finally spread to reality. No one can stop this now. No one. So your castle's pretty much done for, huh? You should have kept that to yourself, sorcerer. Oh?
Grandpa?
Muramasa? That's right, I don't have any idea where any of you are. Just keep your trap shut for a moment and at long last. It's time to do what I was brought here to do in the first place. You think there's nothing any of us can do to stop this now? You're a fool. Of course there is. Though I am not Jubai, the invincible sword master, though I am not Hanzo, the great spy master. Though I am not Abe no Saime, like your so-called caster, though I am nothing more than a swordsmith, why was it that I was summoned? You could never figure it out, and so you have lost. I once sought to forge the ultimate blade, not one that cuts through flesh, bone, or the living. I sought a blade that terminates enmity, a blade that severs bonds, severs certainty, severs karma. That is to say, to be free of one's fate. Ooh, nice! Uncountable years of toil to reach this place, forging thousands of swords to create a barrel of blades. Many paths converge here, enduring desires flow here. Unjust deaths gather here. My whole life has been for this single swing. The heart of the blade is here. Accept this blow from my Sumu Kari Muramasa. Sumu Kari. The sword that emerged from the tail of the Yamato no Orochi, an ancient god of gods. The ancient of gods. Wow, I can't read. Now I see Mochizuki Chiyome, Shuten Doji. So my just sweet sorcerer was always fated to end this way. Ugh. Damn, he cut up the entire castle! Holy crap! Now that's a fate cutter, jeez. But how? How did your sword reach me from within my reality marble? Because Yonohiro Castle shares part of its name with Edo Castle. Haven't you heard the Demon Blade Muramasa is said to be the Tokugawa's downfall? In the end, your own plot doomed itself. If you hadn't rhymed your own castle's name with theirs, you might have succeeded. What is this? How can a mere metal blade pierce my heart? It's a kunai, a souvenir from Paraiso. You're going to disappear along with all the hate and suffering of everyone you turned into heroic spirit sword master. You may look like the Yamakusa Shiro Tokisada, I know, but you are twisted beyond recognition. It's time for you to die, and apologize to everyone you wronged. Ugh, I cannot believe I die, that my great work ends at the hands of a little ninja boy. Ugh. Retribution. So where's the one that was supposed to, you know, protect him? Or was that his, clone? And the real one somewhere else. So the whole place is on fire now, huh? I guess the castle started to fall apart after it died. Where's Cell and Musashi? They must be on the other side of the keep. They'll just have to escape on their own then. I'm sure they'll manage with Musashi around. Kotaro, get the princess and jump clear of the castle down to street level. She'll breathe in too much smoke if you take the stairs. Maybe you can handle it, but a human sure can't. Hurry. Right away. Come on, Lord Muramasa, you need to hurry too. I know. I guess this wraps everything up. Hopefully the others manage to get away. Well, it looks like my time has come. Lord Muramasa, that light. Don't tell me your ether is collapsing. I used a Sumukari in a body that isn't divine. Of course I'm gonna fall apart. But I did what I was put here to do. There shouldn't be a problem with me checking out a little early, right? But what about Onui and Tasuke? Can't say I'm going out with regrets, though. I swear, those kids were a handful. Making katana is no different from raising kids. What an idiot I was, reaching a divine level of swordsmithing back when I was still alive. Muramasa, no! God damn it! What are we gonna tell Onui and Tasuke? And we have to fight yet again another freaking saber. God dang it. Well, at least Musashi is, you know, level 90, right? And she's... Oh, you son of a... I had a feeling this might happen. I had a feeling that this might happen eventually. We have to fight as purely just Musashi now. Purely as just freaking Musashi. Oh my good freaking god. Let's try this one first. I feel like we're gonna be here for quite a while, you guys. I feel like we're gonna be here for quite a while. Yeah, it's so hot. Why is the castle on fire? Muramasa and Kotaro must have won.
Well, really? Hey, right, there's normal again. Well, except for all the heat. Huh? Should have expected Lord Mudmosa to swoop in at the last minute and take all the glory. I'd have liked to be the one to finish the sorcerer off myself, but the important thing is that he's gone. Now, we'd better get out of here on the double. Let's hurry back to the ground. I bet the sorcerer must have known the jig was up and decided to go out with a bang or something. Anyway, we need to hurry. Come on, let's... Huh?
Is there someone on the other side of the fire? My apologies, but you cannot use these stairs. Not as long as I'm here.
You!
I knew it was him! I just never remember his name. I could have taken that girl's head clean off just now, but I chose not to. The Lord Sorcerer asked me to only asked me to kill Shinmei Musashi. He said nothing about that girl.
Get out of here, Cell. Don't worry about me, just go.
Musashi?
I can't believe I've met two exceptional swordsmen on the same day. This samurai's skill is truly godly. It's at least several times stronger than me.
No, I don't want to leave Musashi. On the other side of the burning flames, the lone swordsman flashed a breezy smile. You know what he looks like. You know his name. This man pursued a single skill to utter perfection. A man who could cut a flying swallow several times in a single stroke. The wielder of a fearsome ultimate technique, a man later generations are not certain ever even existed. His name is...
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but looks like you got some business with me. You want to do this now amid this blaze. If we don't get out of here soon, we're both goners.
Indeed, I don't want to throw my life away. I'm well aware of the situation. Once I have finished with you, I will quit this place and retire to safety. Beautiful though you may be, I do not intend to perish with you here. Prepare yourself, Lady Musashi.
I can't change your mind about this. We don't have any reason to kill each other, do we?
No, we don't. I do have a debt to repay the sorcerer, but at this point, I believe a simple offering will suffice. There is but one reason for us to fight. We two skilled swordsmen have come face to face. What is this, Pokemon? You lock your eyes with one another and then you have to battle? Although the other person literally locks eyes with you, onto you, and you don't lock eyes with them, then you're still forced to fight? I swear that's against the law in Pokemon. It's gotta be. Mainly because the mobile game that came out for Pokemon literally said so. One of the characters did, at least. I'm getting off a sidetracked here.
You're right, I take it back. We all have all the reason in the world. You may never have met before, but I know your name. Looks my destiny has finally caught up with me. Now, the only thing left to do is put everything I have into this fight. Thanks for waiting for me, Sasaki Kojiro.
That was his name. I see, so that is my name. Well then, permit me to formally introduce myself. I am the true Sasaki Kojiro. I'm the only swordsman who can wield a laundry drying pole. My apologies if it is Gun-Ryu you desire. It is not to be so today.
Let's assume that the name comes later, that you are Kojiro is what matters.
Agreed, it matters not who you are, but whether you're a male or female. As long as you fight with Niten Ichiryu, you're worth defeating. The path I've traveled has been a solitary one. As a swordsman, that has been my way of life. I have drifted through the rift of history like a phantom focused solely on perfecting my swallow reversal. But now you are here, Musashi, a beautiful flower blooming before my eyes. It does not matter where,
it does not matter when. The duel itself may be void of meaning or purpose, and none of that matters to the two warriors.
That is what your intuition tells you. After all, once these two meet... Once Musashi finally encounters Kojiro, there is only one possible outcome.
You're right, I couldn't have said it better myself. The time has come.
Neither heroic spirits nor sword masters, we are but two creatures that live and die by the sword.
It is through history's greatest duel, that we will prove who we are. This shall be the ultimate duel.
This literally just comes down to my skill with how I play with Musashi. Please tell me he does not have any break bars. If he has break bars, that's so truly broken.
セイバー無名
He has to have one health pool that we can take out.
佐々木小次郎いざ尋常に勝負
251,073. Oh, thank God. And look at that. 3 busters right off the bat.
よーしそこ狙うからねよーし
Give yourself
そこ狙うからね
invincible right now, Musashi.
任せて
Buster Brave Chain, let's go.
なんの切り返せるか
せっかし一刀にて遅いな
Good hit only works against evasion. I thought you would have known that.
待ってました
Apparently not.
任せてなんの
Yeah, Musashi, look at them crits.
せっかし一刀にて遅いな
任せて
Go Musashi! Busters! All around! Keep going, Buster! Crit!
切り返せるか
遅いな
Evading, huh? That, and that.
任せてなんの切り返せるか
遅いな
Alright, give yourself invincible. Actually, you literally can give yourself invincible. Increase your number of attacks. Increase your busters.
よーしそこ狙うからね
Literally give yourself invincible. Do this?
待ってました
Yeah, do this.
任せておーともおー
Let's
と
do
も
that.
なんの
Yeah, go Musashi! Unless he can go through invincible,
お願いし
you're fine.
遅いな
Invincible. 6 pants, 5 rings, Kunikata Divine Blade.
動輪のし
Let's do this, Kochiro! As long as you don't give yourself freaking evasion, we should be
10
fine.
万段自在天使その機勢は
Damn, that's so fast. That's so much faster. What the hell? Oh my god, she can remove buffs. We did it!
返せるか
Nice shorty! 6
勝
turns.
負あり
Game, set, and match. Hell yeah. First try. Alright. Maybe I can't. Maybe I do have Musashi somewhat mastered. Or I just got lucky with all those busters. Though she was the only one I was fighting, so I guess it wasn't really that hard, because all the cards that she could have was there. As the blades clashed, the power and technique seemed evenly matched. No, not only that, their skills had now surpassed everything time, space, existence, essence. Each was the other's perfect mirror image. Once the Zero Sword, attempting to surpass Muisi's Peerless One, the culmination of life spent pursuing a single answer. Faced with untold options, it carefully evaluates, crushes, and discards each of them. A finite skill had only arrived at a single correct answer. A blade that shaves existence down to a single possibility. The ultimate extreme remaining only adds a something. That is Musashi Zero, a sword designed to bring about an inescapable end, even against gods or the Buddha. The other, a sword that becomes one with endlessness, a path that accepts countless possibilities. Ordinarily, given the limits of time and space, only a single slash can be made at any given moment. His sword accepts that, and at the same time creates many other answers. A sword of infinity. A strike that pushes its existence to the ultimate transparency, only to still have something to hold on to. That is Kojiro Swallow's reversal. A sword designed to create a future that not even gods nor the Buddha could ever evade. The realm of the infinite, or alternatively the realm of nothingness. Here there is no time, no space, no fate, no good, and no evil. It is devoid of thought or feeling, a place that only those who have achieved true mastery with their blades can reach. Or alternatively, it is a dream, a vision of hell that all villains see before they die. Musashi!
Kojiro!
The swords cross but for a moment, yet in that moment, infinite possibilities play out. How long will they stay here alone, attempting to kill each other? The duel seems as though it will continue forever with no end in sight. This is not a world, it is neither a chronicle theoretical phenomenon nor a pruning theoretical phenomenon. It is something beyond even the rift of reality and dreams. An impossible domain where infinity and zero clash endlessly. And yet, there is another one here who observes them.
Yeah, me. Hello?
You. You bear witness to their duel. You will see how this miraculous, once-in-a-lifetime battle ends. In this clash between fighters, there can only be one victor. So who will you watch? Who is the swordsman you will stand beside as they bask in their glory? Who will it be? Who is it you hold in your gaze? Musashi! Then it is decided, as you watch over them in this instant, the Zero Sword shall defeat the Infinite Sword.
Huh?
Go Musashi!
I would so love to see this fight animated.
Tell them, though their encounter was like fate itself, tell them it is time to say goodbye. It's over. The winner, Shinmei Musashi Harunobu.
I'm enjoying this a lot.
Ah, what a wonderfully fulfilling time that was. I hope you feel the same, Shinmei Musashi Harunobu. Now that I have finally experienced this, I think I will go on ahead. Or perhaps I will disappear into a rift that shall never see the light of day and be done with it. Although, the chronicled theoretical phenomenon was it. If there is someone in the Throne of Heroes, even just one man who resembles me, I wish I could share this experience with him. Farewell, Musashi. You were indeed the most heavenly flower I have ever known. That was epic!
Come on, open your eyes. Musashi! Oh, I must have lost consciousness. So I guess this means that swordsman is gone. It's okay, you don't have to say anything. I know he's gone. If he was still alive, he'd be here smiling as he watched me sleep. So that's what Sasaki Kojiro is like as a swordsman, huh? Looks like the flames are getting pretty close, Cell. Musashi. Thank you. You inspired me to try fighting for what was right. But in the end, it looks like I'm going to die by the sword, I guess. Yeah, that does sound like me. Since when have you been one to just give up? Come on, let's get out of here. I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking, fighting a duel in a castle going up in flames. Now here I am without the strength to run away. What a fool I am. You know, just this morning when I was looking up at the sky, I decided I'd accept whatever happened to me. I thought if it helped me reach the Void Zero, I would try doing something I usually don't. Even if I embarrassed myself and people pointed and laughed at me, I'd give it my all and see where it led. Of course, I didn't think everything would go this perfectly overnight, or that someone would be here with me through it all. I never thought things would turn out like this. I guess you've been watching over me right to the end now, huh? So, this is the least I can do to pay you back. Yeah. Is she really pushing me out of the castle? What? Did she just fling me out of the castle? Farewell. Thank you, Cell. Musashi! Lady Cell, why did you jump off to the keep? Thank goodness, I could just barely caught you if I hadn't been here. Musashi's still in there! Don't let it end this way, damn it, Musashi! You'll be okay, right? I'm sure Kotaro or Grandpa Muramasa will catch you. I guess this is the end of my journey. I mean, Zero, I finally managed to achieve what I've been working for all my life. And since I found it, that's it. Now that I've reached the Zero state, there's nothing left for me to do besides my own world is long gone. Come with me, Musashi. This has all been a wonderful yet fragile dream. I have no regrets. Well, maybe I don't love that I'm going to go out watching a fire. I guess I'm even greedier than I thought. If I had my choice, I'd want the last thing I'd ever see to be the big, beautiful blue sky. Damn it, Musashi. Get your butt out of there. No, come on. Don't do me like that. We gotta get Musashi out, right? Right? It sounds like a hawk is crying somewhere in the distance. Distinguished Elder. Surely it is too soon for you to coop yourself up in here, Reigando. I can see you are fairly withered, but you cannot be older than 60 at most. Seems my destiny has finally arrived. You're late. I'm very sorry, but I'm glad to see I am not too late. You're well past too late. I can feel death reaching out for me even now. It's reached the point where I'm thinking about my mother. Thinking back on your mother. Huh, you are a deal more soft-hearted than I had thought, Lord Shinman Musashi. You watch your mouth. At any rate, it's good of you to finally come. I've been waiting for you for so long. I never thought you'd be the one to keep me waiting. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I cannot rid myself of my regrets. Look, these hands of mine can no longer hold two swords. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me. There's nothing to forgive. Please hold your head high, distinguished elder. I must say, you have chosen a wonderful hermitage. It's completely cut off from all the outside world's din. Were I to live a long life and grow old in peace, I believe I would choose just such a place as this little shrine for my last days. It is quite quiet and peaceful. There's no hustle and bustle of the town to be heard, only the slow passage of time. I see I've reached a state quite unlike the one I attained. Haha. Of all the things I thought you might say, praising my final resting place certainly wasn't one of them. You are terrible at giving compliments. Here there is no time, no place, no faith, no good, and no evil. Iori is all grown up. He's carrying on for Mikinosuke, and admirably. I think he was a chief retainer for the daimyo last I heard. I'm going to die. That is why I've been waiting for you, my destiny. I must say, though, I've never seen such a handsome swordsman before. You look like a cool summer breeze made flesh and blood. Your swordsmanship must be beautiful to behold, my destiny. Beautiful, you say? You are my superior in the art of giving compliments by far. I am but a simple eccentric.
All I ever did was hide away in the mountains and spend my days swinging my sword. I may be an eccentric swordsman, but I am a far cry from a sword master like you. Sword master, is that what people call me? Now that you mention it, I suppose I ran into a few of them myself at some point. Still, master, is quite an exaggeration. I'm nothing more than a washed-up old man. Exaggeration, you are the Shime Musashi. You will certainly leave behind more than enough legends to earn the title of master. Miyamoto Musashi, Shime Musashi. There's not a swordsman alive who does not learn to be you, and I have no doubt there will be many more to follow your footsteps. You will become a legend, I'm sure of that, if nothing else. A legend, I'm just an old man. I was wild and crazy in my youth, but in my old age I tried to act like a little wiser. But as you can see, in the end, I'm still just a shriveled up old man dying all alone. Still, I suppose there were one or two people who reached out to me. There was the old monk who never met a lecture he didn't like, or the young man and woman who followed me around sometimes. Those people are why I'm still alive today. No one can survive all on their own after all. Of course, by the time I realized that, I was already all alone. At any rate, that's all I had to say. Sorry to subject you to an old man's grumbling. I believe you were slightly off the mark there, distinguished elder. As you said, you raised Miyamoto Iori to be a fine young man. You are leaving behind a Niten Ichiryu as your legacy. You may be alone here in Reigondo now, but stories of your life will continue to spread well after your death. Now that I have finally experienced this, I think I will go on ahead. All I have is my body and my techniques. Once I die, they'll both be as dust as in the wind. Stop that. Now you're the one sounding like an old man. I don't want to see you looking so forlorn. You give yourself far too little credit. You're a refined swordsman. You're the embodiment of the wind and are more worthy of being called my rival. Our duel was not to be in this life. But perhaps someday in a different time and place. If only this were hell. Then I could devour Oni flesh, stand and take up my blades. Worry not. There's no need to mourn our unrealized duel. What? I did duel Musashi. Only moments ago I saw for myself what Niten Ichiryu was capable of. Oh, I must have lost consciousness. So I guess this means that swordsman is gone. Shime Musashi did indeed appear before me. In Reach Zero, I assure you that is the truth. I see. Then I shall take your word for it. I see, so Musashi did reach the void and came to know Zero. That is good to hear, Sasaki Kojiro, my destiny. Very good to hear indeed. This is what I needed to put my soul at peace. Farewell, Musashi. Farewell, Shime Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Farewell, my greatest rival. I am grateful we had the chance to meet. Even as we were never meant to. Musashi! Come back to me. I need you. What's left? See you again someday, flower at the apex of heaven. Alright, I'll be right back for 1 second. Alright, I just needed to make some more room on the computer. I'm going to the end. This will be the final episode of Shimosa. Section 16, see you again someday, flower at the apex of heaven. I just for love of God hope that the final fight, if there is one, is not that difficult. But hey, we got 3 command spells just in case. I'm looking up at the sky even though I no longer have eyes to look or a head to think. I wonder how this is possible. I can feel it, the kind of big blue sky I love is right there above me. There, I see it. It's beautiful, so nice. Oh wait, is it beautiful or just nice? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm feeling really good right now, so I'm just going to go with beautiful. The sunlight, the breeze, it's all perfect. It makes me want to spill everything I've been keeping it to myself. Like what happened when I first came here to Shimosa. When those creatures first showed up after I met Onui and Tasuke.
If I'd been all alone, if only Tatsuki and you hadn't been there, I probably would have just ran away. Heck, I might not even have stopped until I reached Edo or Ichigo. That's me. I'm Miyamoto Musashi, a woman always wandering from place to place. I'm nothing like the good guys in fairy tales who always do what's right. If anything, I'm closer to being a miscreant or a villain. Sure, if I see something unfair happening right in front of me, or a bunch of people about to get slaughtered, then I'm compelled to do something about it. But then, scrambling to deal with the fallout after you get caught up in trouble, well... it's a lot different from fighting over and over like this. I've never done that before. I love my life, going wherever the wind takes me, with nothing but Lady Kano's protection. But you know, Cell... I didn't dislike the constant fighting I did with you in Shimosa. If anything, I really liked it. After all, you say we do this to survive, then it isn't that big of a deal. But when I fought alongside you, I think I was the swordsman who really fought for what's right. Someone who stood up to those with power and helped those too weak to help fight for themselves. I think it was your bravery that showed me the way. Without you, I'd never have made it through Shimosa. I was wonderful. I had so much fun. It was way better than lying down watching the sky go by. I never imagined I'd ever get to experience so many wonderful things all at once. Huh? Not to mention that, in the end, I got to face off with my fated rival. A one-on-one duel with an incredible samurai, a fighter whose origin is the opposite of mine and whose sword contained infinite possibilities. I can't thank you enough, Cell. I finally encountered my destiny. It was here that I reached the void and obtained my Zero Sword. It's more than I could have ever hoped for. I only have 2 regrets, yes, just 2. First, I regret that I never got to eat lunch at Grandpa Muramasa's hermitage. Second, udon. Udon in the end, I never got to try Shimosa's udon, not even once. But those things aside, everything else was perfect. I made it to the end, I gave it everything I had. I really pulled it off, Cell. I wish I could tell you how grateful I am, just one more time. From the bottom of my heart. I'm so glad I met you. Same here, Musashi. Damn it. You're not dead, are you? Thank you so much, Lady Cell. I'm sorry I can't repay your kindness in a way you deserve. Since the castle was destroyed, I'm afraid this is the only kind of place we can meet. On behalf of my father and the townspeople, you have our utmost gratitude. That's right. We will rebuild the castle later after we've taken care of the town. It may never be quite like it was before, but I still want to bring the Toki Castle town back to a point where it can be considered a second Edo. Yes. I don't know if I will make a good offering to those who lost their lives, but I hope to do my best all the same. I'll make sure it's done, even if I have to open all my coffers to do it. I was originally planning on returning to Edo myself. I know how to clean up after a fire, so I should be able to help out. Of course, now that my establishment is ruined, I don't know where I can ply my trade, And what about an emergency meal station? This area managed to escape relatively unscathed. But it's a disaster zone near the castle. What do you say? I'm sure the laborers and builders would be thrilled. What? I only just finished babysitting. Don't you think it would be better to have someone with a little more muscle to help out with things like that? Say, come to think of it, where's Musashi anyway? I haven't seen Muramasa since that night either. Do you know where they are now? Damn it. I'm afraid not, Master. I'm the only one here with a sure connection to Chaldea. I doubt Lord Muramasa's spirit origin will be registered. To borrow Lord Holmes's expression, this is the rift between dreams and reality. This world may indeed exist, but it also lies on the border between fantasy and illusion. I doubt the events that took place here will have any effect on human history whatsoever. I suppose you could say that none of this will affect our world, but I still think it's better to say none of this can affect our world. You're saying we can never return here? Right, we'll never be able to set foot in this Shimosa again. Oh, come on. Huh? You mean you're leaving, miss. I thought you were going to come back to Greenbus Hermitage with us. I don't think we can. Really? No, what will we do then? Don't go. Grandpa's gone away, and now you and Kotor are leaving too. I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about it, so I'm afraid I don't know what to say. I don't blame you for being surprised. I know it is. This is all very sudden, but let's see. Maybe Musashi isn't dead because again she was looking up at the sky. Maybe she'll come to Mamo's love nest, and then because she can't leave the world, and she most likely won't be a traveler anymore, she can raise Tasuke and Onui, and then they won't be alone. I don't blame you for being surprised. I know this is all very sudden, but think about it like this. From now on, you two can choose where you want to go for yourselves. If you like, you can stay here in town and ask the princess or Lady Otama for help whenever you need it. We've already talked to them and they agreed. Or you can go back to the Hermitage. I have no doubt that Lord Muramasa left you a nice nest egg. For my part, I would recommend the former first. Connections are important after all. I know you'll miss everyone, but I'm sure Lord Muramasa wouldn't want to see you so dispirited like this. So please, hold your head high. Okay. You're right. Grandpa always said he was going to go away someday, but I still miss him. I hope I can go to the lavatory by myself at night. Onui. But I'll deal with it. I have to. Because when I grow up, I want to be a samurai just like Musashi. I'm gonna be big and strong and beautiful just like her. Gah. That sounds great, and Lord Tasuke certainly seems to approve. Plus, Lord Muramasa did say that traveling like Lady Musashi wasn't a bad idea. That's true, he did. Yep. The blue sky spread out above me. I looked up at the burned-out remains of Toki Castle. Onrado Castle collapsed, and now only the wreckage of the old Toki Castle remains. Neither the castle walls with the creepy heartbeat nor the pillars were anywhere to be found. All the monsters' outbreaks were gone for good. Work on the castle's reconstruction had already begun. In fact, this area had been filled with people coming and going just a few moments ago. I helped out a little, but I don't think I'll be able to stick around to the end. I was hoping it was Musashi. In Goldea's last transmission, he said the ray shift should start in less than an hour. So this is the last time I'll ever come here. I haven't heard anything about any victims being found in the wreckage. There were no survivors, nor were there any casualties. Everyone who was in the castle after the abnormality broke out has been deemed missing, along with everyone who went into the castle after it transformed. There was a breeze. A light, gentle breeze that seemed to leave as quickly as it arrived. Musashi, I think I just heard something. I turn around, I see something glinting off in the distance. Is it her sword? I desperately pour through the wreckage until all of a sudden there it is. A katana Suba, the blade guard. No, wait. This is what she had on her when... Musashi! Oh, God. Curse you, curse you, curse you! They're dead, they're dead, dead. Every blade I assembled here in Shimosa, all dead and gone. The 7 heroic spirit sword masters are finished. Shima Musashi and the Master Goldea finished us all off. After all, those screaming angry souls, after 5 nights, 1 human and 1 puppet gave their lives and killed countless others. The world remains unchanged. Life's struggle, its thirst, it's so bright, I can barely stand it. So this is what the fate was in death feels like. Curse you! I won't be satisfied with just my entrails on a plate. I shall burn off all traces of reason and rob myself of my sanity.
Curse you, who could laugh off an overwhelming loss like that? No, wait. Well done, your victory, humanity. His figure was that of a carnivorous beast, his voice like a ghost of an evil king. But the caster of Limbo was supposed to be dead. Wrong, wrong. Such a creature could never be the hollow vessel of a spirit origin, one of the 7 knights destined to save the world. No, this creature has consumed gods. Its purpose is to tear gods asunder, to make the flesh his own. He has taken in the dark god as his own personal son and transformed a wicked god into his own magical energy. An ego that sprung forth driven by a powerful being, his demon's core brims with evil and malice. Indeed, his true name is not Abe no Saime at all, it is Ashiya Doman. A monk turned onmyoji said to be Abe no Saime's greatest enemy who tried to overthrow the city government together with Fujiwara no Akimitsu. An unabashed flower of evil, a voracious carnivorous beast. People, poor scared people who have continually fended off dreadful things. You must not drop your guard. Fear the curtain of night, tremble before the dark sun. The world is laden with the roots of evil. I am truly mortified, but I may have failed to materialize in Chaldea, but I believe I left behind some good sample data. But above all, I finally found a lost history, a missing belt. This Shimosa was always twisted. A pruning theoretical phenomenon, a destroyed world in an alternate timeline that managed to survive. No, that is not right. A parallel world, close but not quite. This is something else. This Shimosa is part of human history without being part of human history. It is another world observed by the god of a distant star, a world resembling a singularity yet not one. What do you think, Lord Satan? Do you find this fascinating? No, that was only supposed to be a temporary name. It was not just so ridiculous. I mean, Satan of all things, it was only supposed to be a joke. But then, the Lord Sorcerer seemed to take quite a liking to it. Nevertheless, I admit I took the joke too far. Please accept my heartfelt apology, my beloved. Lord. Damn you. Damn the bleeped out words. No one must hear that name, so for the moment I will not permit these terrible sounds reach anyone's ears. That name is a great curse upon the entire world. Beetlejuice? I don't know, man. I don't know any cursed names upon the world. Let's see, Beelzebub? Hey, no battles! No battles even to the end. What the hell? Monsieur! Welcome back, Senpai! I'm so glad you're safe and sound. You must be exhausted. It feels like it's been ages since I've been here. It's good to be back, Mosh. It's good to have you back too, Senpai. Kotaro got here ahead of you and he filled us in on all the details we couldn't discuss during our transmission. Now we know that, even though you've been asleep this whole time, you're still fighting to help others. And to help us. Thank you, Senpai. I can't wait to hear all about your adventures. Caldea's library probably doesn't have any record of those events, but I'll be sure to make one myself. We still don't know the real identity of this Satan the heroic spirit sword masters mentioned, whether it was actually Satan or something else entirely. And above all, the things you experience in your dreamland adventure are very valuable. Even a normal race shift is a great feat in and of itself, but projecting your consciousness into a pseudo-body through a dream. And then encountering a world crosser on top of that, it was one mind blow after another. I'm going to thoroughly debrief you later, so make sure you're ready for that. But first, you should go get plenty of rest. Your body may have technically been asleep, but your mind was fully active the entire time. So please, take your time and rest up. There's no rush. I am kind of tired. I think I'll do that. What's all the fuss about in here? Oh, you finally woke up.
My, that's wonderful to hear, but Master, I'm a little worried. Don't you think you've slept a bit too much? Didn't you hear? Master up and wandered off somewhere while she was dreaming. Oh my, it seems there's an irritating little fly buzzing around in here. How dreadfully unpleasant. I had Master finally woke up. Hey, move aside. Don't you know better than to stand around blocking doorways? Oh, my apologies, I simply didn't notice. I'm just poking my head in, since my tails are too big to fit. Oh hey, you're finally awake, Master. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but welcome back all the same, Ankeen. I have really been looking forward to hearing what you've been up to. I think we'd all like to hear that. Oh, I know, since we're all here, why don't we throw a little banquet to welcome Master back? Lots of alcohol. Stuff happens and you can't take it back, yes. That sounds like a great idea. Kiyohime, no. Please, no snoo-snoo. I'm sorry, everyone, but Senpai really needs her rest. It's good to be back, everyone. It really is good to be back. Musashi, you better show up in Chaldea. I see you have returned. I have nothing more to say. You fought a difficult battle in the Rift and came home to Chaldea. Hi, Mr. Missionary. I see you made it back ahead of me. I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't that girl tell you numerous times you need to rest? Oh yes, before you go to sleep, check your desk. Okay. This is when Musashi formally joins my, Chaldea, right? Is she asleep on my desk? Please tell me she is. Let's see. I mean, she has to be. She has to join the story now. It's... At Chaldea comes Mystic Code. I wonder if someone forgot it, or maybe Monte Cristo put it here on purpose. My head is so foggy. I can't think of who it could be. I'm not sleepy at all, but my head still feels sluggish. How exactly am I supposed to rest up anyway? It feels like it would be weird to go back to sleep. Just as I was thinking that, the Mystic Code sprang to life. It gave off a quiet beep then. Musashi! Musashi? What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost. Just kidding, sorry if that was in poor taste. Let me see, I think he called this a video recording. Remember that missionary we met in Tokyo Castle Town? Well, someone who looks just like him told me to record this before I left on my journey. Well, to put it bluntly, I died. At least, I thought I did, but the next time I woke up, there was this blue sky. And from there, I crossed over to some new worlds and kept going on my journey. After several crossings, I arrived at Chaldea. Well, actually, just outside Chaldea, it was freezing. Anyway, I ran into the missionary lookalike after that, and here we are. I tell you not to worry about me, but I guess that's kind of impossible, huh? Okay, remember that guy we talked to on your comms device thingy a while back, Holmes the detective? He said I'm a heroic spirit who materialized here thanks to a Chaldea summoning spell. Basically, now that we made a connection, my spirit origin got added as a heroic spirit after I died. So it's no surprise I can be summoned at Chaldea now. I mean, you've been with me a long time, Musashi. I think he also said that now that I'm a servant, I'm automatically forged the contract with you as my master. Oh, and he also said he found it strange that a what-if heroic spirit or ordinarily shouldn't exist could be summoned with a Chaldea summoning spell. To be honest, I don't really understand any of this very well myself, but I think I'm probably not the same Musashi you fought alongside in Shimosa. I'm more like a shadow of that Musashi, so I may not be the person you know, but I'm still me, you know, a woman who loves to travel wherever the wind takes her. Anyway, I wish I could see you again, but by the time you watch this, I most likely won't be in Chaldea anymore. After all, it's a whole new world here I want to explore. Plus, I have to try 21st century udon, of course. But I promise you this, if you ever need my help again, I'll move heaven and earth to find you. Especially since it looks like we made a pretty strong bond now. Well, anyway, there you have it. See you again someday, Master. Ah, Musashi. I mean, hey. That's how they, I guess, added her to the story. She's still traveling around, so she won't necessarily be popping up. But she might eventually. Oh my god, it feels like this took forever. Absolute victory. It feels like I started this 2 months ago. Did I? Did I legitimately start this 2 months ago and I just now finally finished it? After finishing everything else I've been trying to do alongside it? Holy Grail has been acquired. Yet again, something else that I can use, but will probably not use. Let's take a quick gander at Shimosa real quick. Even though they say we can't come back, we obviously can't for the Saint Quartz. Any, like, difficult missions here that they want to screw me with? Level 78, 72, 74, 74. Hey! Kotaro has his Stage 3 Ascension upgrade here. Mainly because of Donzo. Let's be honest. Okay. I can't believe I'm actually saying it in this episode. I thought there'd be another one. But hey, I did say that the final episode would probably be around 2 hours, right? Unless I cut some stuff out, then it's close to 2 hours, but that's close enough. So yeah. With that, I'm going to end Shimosa here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be the trial quest for Katsushika Hokusai. I closed my eyes before she popped up, I swear. I did. I mean it. That was just bad timing when I was trying to remember her name and said it exactly when she popped up. But yeah, I have 2 days left to do her trial quests. So we will do those. Then, it's been staring me at the face this whole time. Salem. And I already preemptively recorded the prologue. I haven't done the 31st one yet, the finale to the prologue for the Lost Belt. Only because I wanted to get this done, but yeah, either way. I, again, recorded the prologue because I wanted the 30 Saint Quartz, and that 30 Saint Quartz I already spent on freaking Hokusai. I didn't get her, obviously. It sucked. So yeah, we will finish the prologue at the end of Salem. Well, actually, no. Well, yeah. I will be uploading the prologue at the end of Salem. Either way, I will see you guys in Salem, which is gonna hurt because, you know, this servant that I wanted, Abigail Williams, did not get summoned here. And my one chance to actually summon her got screwed out because I ended up getting King Hassan instead of a foreigner card. Hell, I could have got any of the female assassins I would have been fine with. Except maybe Jack, because then that would have been NP3, but yeah. I'm pushing this on now, so yeah, till then, see you guys in Salem after we do Hokusai's trial quest. So yeah, till then, see you later.